Welcome back for another video. In today's video I'll be running through the Gameweek31 Team Selection, transfer plans and thoughts heading into this game week. If you missed the Gameweek31 who to buy video, make sure you give that a watch too. A link will be on screen at the end. A very quick thank you to the newest YouTube members and patrons, Dimitar and Linus. If you'd like to support me by becoming a patron or a YouTube member, the perks are the same and includes early access to videos and a private channel on the Discord where I give team feedback. Links in the description to both. Before we jump in, today's video has been kindly sponsored by Spitch, which is a free app on both iOS and Android. A link is at the top of the description. You create a lineup within the budget and you score points based on how they do. What sets it apart is you pick a fresh team every game week and you can win prizes. They've got some completely free leagues to enter at the moment with prizes such as AirPods, Beats headphones and Premier League tickets. However, since you can play for money, it's 18+ only. Thanks again to Spitch. To download the app, simply hit the link at the top of the description. Enjoy the video. A quick look back at how Gameweek 30 went. Feels like a lifetime ago, but it was a good game week. 64 points all out, with a -4 and the free hit saved, which was enough for a green arrow to 487th. It was a horrendous start to the game week with Jimenez's red card, Sai's conceding heavily, RAMSDALE and Rafinha not in the squad. However, the Spurs vs West Ham game did rescue the game week. Kane and Barnes were the two transfers in at the sacrifice of Broyo and Salah, which paid off. There's a big decision to be made now as to whether Salah comes straight back in or not, which we'll discuss later in the video. Can we secure another green arrow to move further up the ranks? Let's take a look at how the team is shaping up for Gameweek 31. RAMSDALE starts in goal, who is currently flagged with a muscle injury and of course missed Arsenal's last game and he pulled out of international duty. Back on March the 19th, Arteta said he'll be out for a few weeks, so it could be a late call as to whether he's back in time. We'll need him to be back as our backup keeper is also a doubt. Trent and Robertson face Watford at home, however Trent is another injury concern. He too withdrew from international duty and the latest reports are that he could be back for the Man City game, which certainly suggests he'll miss Gameweek 31. Perhaps he'll make a miraculous recovery, though if there's any game worth missing from a Liverpool perspective it's Watford, as Liverpool also have Champions League midweek before a crucial game versus Man City. Robertson only has one less attacking return than Trent this season and Liverpool are on top for the clean sheet odds. If they end up playing Milner and right back, we'll be hoping for plenty of involvement down the left by Robbo instead. The defence is riddled with flags as Reece James is yellow flagged for a great fixture against Brentford at home. He was excellent in the first of Chelsea's double game week 28 with an 18-pointer, but of course went off injured and he's yet to play since. It could end up a game week where we'll need our bench depth to survive. Rafinha and Son are where big decisions need to be made this game week. They both play at home with a good fixture and Son impressed right before the break, scoring twice. However, the only real route to getting Salah back in will be by sacrificing these two. Over the last 4 matches played, Rafinha has an expected goal involvement of 3.2, which ranks 5th among all midfielders, yet over that run he has just a single assist. It never feels right selling a player right after a haul, so Son in particular needs some real thought. Despite Kulusevski's blank in Gameweek 30 when many of us needed a return, he's still an excellent asset to consider. Gameweek 30 was only his second blank in his last 7 games. He settled straight in and Spurs look a much improved side as of late. He's risen in price a few times but he's still only 6.3 and I wouldn't be at all surprised if next season he's 7.5 mil or more, which speaks volumes to what he's really worth. Saka's expected goal involvement over the last 4 is less than half of Rafinha's, however he has been delivering the goods. He's another player I can see getting a big price hike next season. He's on 9 goals and 6 assists this campaign for 15 goal involvements. Arsenal have a double on the horizon in Gameweek 33, so if you're not tripled up on Arsenal he's one to consider. He did withdraw from international duty with COVID, so again we'll be hoping he's back for Gameweek 31. Barnes completes the midfield for the Man United game. We talked about his consistency this season before we brought him in, as he hasn't blanked for 2 games in a row since Gameweek 5 and Gameweek 6, and he delivered an assist in Gameweek 30. Although the fixture is categorised as red, I can see Leicester scoring this one, and Barnes looks very involved recently. His 10 shots in the box is the joint 4th highest in the league among midfielders over the last 4. Only Salah, Mahrez and Bernardo Silva have taken more. Weghorst has the double game week against Man City and Everton, though you could argue the case that it's a single game week with the chances of a return against Man City looking low. Nonetheless, Burnley have a double in Gameweek 33 with Norwich in between and another double expected in 34 or 35, so he's emerged as an option again. Perhaps a trap, but there's very few striker options at the moment beyond Kane and Lacazette. Kane completes the starting 11 for the Newcastle game. He's the most informed player in the league at the moment and the hope is to keep hold for the remainder of the season. There could be a temptation to switch him for Ronaldo when Man United double in 33, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Over the last 4 games, only Salah can beat Kane's expected goal involvement of 4.37. On the bench it's Dubravka, Tierney, Saiss and Jimenez. There's a chance we'll need to call on Tierney or Saiss considering some of the doubts in this team. Jimenez will survive despite his red card, but he's an option to sell in Gameweek 32 or 33 for the double game week. There's 2 clear paths to take with the transfer plans. The first path involves getting Salah back in, but that would require Rafinha to Gordon and Son to Salah. Gordon has a double game week as well, and Lampard has been singing his praises, so he looks a great pick for 4.5. This also gives us Salah, who is top for predicted points, and he would be the captain for the Watford game. The second option is to trust that Rafinha and Son can match Gordon and Salah and roll the transfer instead. This would also avoid a 4-point hit and give us 2 bank transfers. However, Kane would be captain instead. It's a very tough one to call, and at the moment I'm leaning towards the Salah move. As always, I'll post my final team on the channel, Twitter and Instagram. Give me a follow if you're not already, links are in the description. If you would like to follow my team throughout the season, don't forget to hit subscribe. That wraps up today's video, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what your plan is for Gameweek 31. See you soon for the next one.